Good evening. Welcome to M1's English Language News, Hungary Reports. I'm Híradó to today's news from Hungary in the Carpathian Basin. Let's get started. The National Election Commission has randomly selected the order of the parties on the ballot of the European parliamentary elections in Hungary on May 26th. The Commission determined the order for 11 party lists, but there may end up being fewer parties in the end. That could occur if the inspection of the signatures shows that one of the parties don't have the 20,000 signatures necessary to nominate a list. The National Election Committee has registered 7 party lists so far, and 4 were announced on Tuesday, the day of the deadline. The international community should focus on the repatriation of migrants rather than on promoting and organizing immigration, Hungary's Foreign Affairs Minister said at a United Nations debate in New York on Tuesday. Péter Szijjártó added that millions have fled their homes in recent years in Europe's southern and southeastern neighborhood, and their situation was further aggravated by Brussels' pro-migration policies. As Péter Szijjártó put it, the Islamic State militant group has lost 98% of the territory it had occupied, so it is time to start supporting and organizing the repatriation of migrants.
I think that instead of inspiring migration processes, it would be time for the international community to finally concentrate on how we could help communities who were forced to leave their homes previously because of wars to return to their home country.
In one day, authorities stopped 89 illegal immigrants at several points along the border. They attempted to enter the country in groups, some from Serbia and some from Croatia. They were trying to enter the Schengen area. Police officers accompanied them back to the other side of the fence. If they wish, they can try to enter through legal means at transit zones.
At night, migrants arrive by taxi here to the bank of the canal in Bács to cross the Serbian-Hungarian green border, a citizen of Bérek said to public medias and One News. In the past few years, he added, migrants have broken into the summer cottages on the bank of the canal several times, most recently 3 days ago. This is how illegal migrants who were caught near Hercegszánto by dawn on Monday may have crossed the canal to get to the Hungarian side. Locals say that immigrants attempt to cross this part of the Serbian-Hungarian border almost every day. On Monday, for example, several larger groups set off. There were some who even reached Nagybaracska, almost 20 kilometers from the border. My colleagues intercepted 33 illegal migrants in 4 cases within the administrative area of Nagybaracska and Hercegszánto and at the railway border crossing point on Easter Monday. In addition, 10 other migrants were prevented from entering the territory of Hungary illegally, the spokesman of the Bács-Kiskun County Police Headquarters said. Some of the 56 intercepted immigrants claimed that they were Iranian, Syrian, Iraqi and Afghan, but they had no official documents with them. Neither did the 32 foreigners who wanted to enter the Schengen zone from Croatia at Drava-Szabolcs. The members of the group of men declared themselves Pakistani and Afghan citizens. They couldn't prove the legality of their stay in Hungary or their identity. Measures against them are ongoing, the police spokesman said. On Monday afternoon, a man claiming to be of Turkish nationality tried to cross the border illegally at Röszke, but he was caught and escorted back to the other side of the fence by the police. Thus, in one day, a total of 89 illegal immigrants were intercepted near the southern border.
The case of Hassan F., accused of terrorism, will soon come to an end with the prosecution, the Hungarian daily Magyar Nemzet wrote. The newspaper continued, writing that the procedure was launched because he was suspected of committing acts of terror, homicide and other offences. According to Magyar Nemzet, the man is denying that he was an executioner of the so-called Islamic State and participated in the execution of at least 20 people. But the paper claims that the evidence is against him. The court looked at Secret Service information, testimonies and a video recording. The Syrian man entered Greece in 2016, where he received a migrant debit card and refugee status, which then allowed him to travel through member states of the European Union freely. 1,150,000 people support Viktor Orbán's 7-point program to stop immigration, the communications director of Fidesz announced. Balázs Hídvégi said that they're going to continue collecting signatures and that activists of Fidesz are at every voting district in the country, waiting for anyone who wishes to express their support of Viktor Orbán's program. János Áder congratulated Volodymyr Zelensky, Ukraine's elected president, via letter. The president wrote that it's very important for Hungary that its largest neighbor be a stable, democratic and thriving nation. Viktor Orbán also congratulated him in writing. As the Prime Minister put it, the Hungarian government will continue to work on developing Ukrainian-Hungarian relations and will count on the new Ukrainian president's cooperation in that. And the KMKS, or the Transcarpathian Hungarian Cultural Association, wrote to Zelensky that they are ready to cooperate with the new president in all areas that help the improvement of Transcarpathian Hungarians' lives. Viktor Orbán is traveling to China to the world's largest economic summit. He uploaded a video to his social media page talking about the event before his departure. In it, the Prime Minister said that the delegation will also stop in Kazakhstan to meet the new leadership. The PM emphasized that the objective of the Chinese World Economic Summit is to link Europe to Asia. And Hungary's objective is that the routes forming through that link pass through Hungary.
The World Summit for the largest economic program in the world will be held in China on Thursday, Friday and Saturday. This program is about how to tie Asia to Europe. We'd like to create this connection here so that the routes go through Hungary. With that, we hope for economic growth, new jobs and a more successful Hungarian economy. The deciding factor of that is the construction of the Belgrade-Budapest railway line as soon as possible.
A nighttime flight ban above Budapest will be instated from August. From midnight to 5 a.m., airplanes won't be allowed to land or take off if they have to maneuver above the city. Until now, an average of 3 airplanes disturb locals each night. This doesn't mean that we won't ever see passenger aircraft above Budapest during the night again. In necessary cases, for safety or because of weather conditions, they may be allowed to land. The mayor of Budapest has also announced a new acoustic insulation program for people who live near the airport.
This is an ordinary scene, an airplane above the buildings in Budapest. It's a beautiful sight, but the people living there suffer from the traffic of passenger planes, mainly because of the noise impact and especially at night. A bit more than 1,000 airplanes fly over apartment buildings from midnight to 5 a.m. each year. This means that an average of 3 airplanes disturbs a local sleep each day. But this situation will change soon. The Minister of Innovation and Technology announced that they wanted to reduce the number of passenger and cargo vehicles in the air during the so-called deep sleep period. The minister added that a noise pollution charge would be introduced. This means that if an aircraft exceeds the current noise level allowed, the airline must pay a fine. Most of the amount received from the fines will be spent on increasing the efficiency of noise protection. One option is, for example, the so-called window sealing action. People living within a noise protection zone can order special window installation, the mayor of Budapest said. The mayor of Budapest also announced that in addition to measurements made by the authorities, residential communities can also initiate individual noise level measurements from now on.
The 5th Hungarian Film Week has begun at the Corvin Cinema in Budapest. For the first time, they are also screening TV series, and Hungarian actors will receive Lifetime Achievement Awards. The Film Week will be showing more than 200 movies from April 22nd to the 27th. In addition to Hungarian movies, TV films, short films, documentaries, educational films, animations, and TV series, there will also be specialized lectures. And there will be lots to see for fans of the 70s and 80s classics. Gladiator duels, museum education workshops, exhibit guides, and the meeting of the emperor. We can spend 2 days in ancient Rome at the Flora Festival this year too, in Tats. The time travel experience is open on April 27th and 28th. Visitors can attend one of the most spectacular events in ancient Rome, the celebration and festivity organized in honor of the Roman goddess Flora. Romans welcomed the arrival of spring with a celebration, and it's recreated this year at the Gorsium Archaeological Park. That's all for today. You can catch Hungary reports after the 11 p.m. Hungarian news and online. Stick around for our other foreign language news broadcasts. Thanks for watching. Good night.